Kick off your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defense. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Get ready! Blue 58! Blue 58! Hey! Here we go! Blue 95! Blue 95! Hey! Here we go! Blue 95! Blue 95! Hey! All right now, blue 95! Blue 95! Hey! Get ready! Blue 95! Blue 95! Hey! All right now, blue 58! Blue 58! Get ready! Blue 58! Blue 58! Let's go! Let's go! Blue 95! Blue! Let's go! Let's go! Wide 18! Wide 18! Get ready! Wide 18! Here we go! Blue 95! Get ready! Blue 95! Blue 95! Let's go! Let's go! Wide 18! Wide 18! Get ready! Blue 95! Blue 95! Get ready! Wide 18! Wide 18! Get ready! Blue 58! Blue 58! Here we go! Wide 18! Wide 18! Let's go! Let's go! Wide 18! Wide 18! Let's go! Let's go! Wide 18! Here we go! Blue 95! Blue! Here we go! Blue 95!
right, man. That was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on the field today. It's the Raiders going up against the Cardinals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, the spin. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
On second down, Palmer. And he floated one out there incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Throwing is Palmer. Caught right side, Gresham. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Raiders will take possession. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on to stop. 10 yards still left on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. This one complete to Gresham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Well, maybe a little of both. Now it's Palmer. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Screenplay, Johnson. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Get ready. 1-18.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'm still an old football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
His first carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Flush to his right. That's caught at the 2. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the 1st down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
It's caught left side by John Brown. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Offside. Defense. On first down.
All right, here we go. Red 18.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Card out a throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
On first down, Murray. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they go screen. It's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Al Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Dumping it off for Johnson. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught by Fells, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. Spinning past him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing, Cook. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's caught. Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Stanton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh? So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas, and it's 3rd down.
When I checked in with my trusted spies about Carl Joseph and how he improved while he was at West Virginia, they kept coming back to, you knew he was a tackler, you knew he was a hitter, but my goodness, his coverage ability just got better and better.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6.
okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film.
Just inside of a minute here remaining in the first half, so the clock is becoming a factor. The offense has the football on their own side of the field. Now Stanton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second. No punt team in sight here. This offense is going to go for it from their own side of the field. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got time. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before. He's brought down just. They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Now Cook. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th. tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He checks it down here to Ellington. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stanton. Shakes off the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Stanton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Rona. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the rookie Brandon Williams. And they'll set up shop in enemy. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Again, they run with Ellington. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Ellington. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Another part of this Cardinal rotation. This is Chris Johnson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Third down here. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix.
The players on your team earned X. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.